I purchased this jacket a little over a year now. I purchased it back in July of 2023, and it's currently February of 2025 as I'm recording this. So I can't do the math. It's like over a year and a half about, of how long I've owned this jacket now. This jacket, by the way, is the Flint and Tinder wax trucker jacket. So this is the field tan colorway. You may have seen this jacket recently on Pedro Pascal in The Last of Us. I think it's grown in popularity with a lot of people since he's worn it on that show. I have played the games and really enjoyed the TV show, the changes that they've made, and really excited for how they actually do season 2. So I know the second game has been like very polarizing. Some people love it, some people hate it. One thing that they do on the show is that when they get to some of the more colder climates, Joel goes away from it and he is wearing like a thicker coat. I don't know if he's just wearing that coat over this existing jacket. I guess people would say like a 3-season jacket. It's and probably just not very suited for like extreme cold. And it's because it's not very thick. It's like a thin layer of wax canvas. For me, however, I did buy this jacket like knowing I could wear it year round. And that is due to the fact that I live in California. Say what you will about the state of California, we do have amazing weather here. And yeah, living in California really don't need like extreme winter wear unless you're living in parts of California where it snows. It doesn't snow here, and we may get hail, and that's like very rare. So this is the first wax canvas jacket, first canvas jacket I think I've actually ever owned. And it just feels rugged. It feels tough when you put it on. Just for the record, I don't think this jacket actually makes you any bit tougher. So don't go and like pick fights with it, because if you don't know what you're doing, you're probably gonna lose.
I shifted my internal organs to avoid the knife.
It has this like workwear type of aesthetic to it, and not in the way like the Carhartt jackets do. If you've seen like any sort of workwear trend aesthetic video on YouTube or social media, like the Carhartt jackets are everywhere. And though it has that kind of vibe to it, I don't think it's as common to see one of these out in the wild as you would like a Carhartt jacket. And no hate to Carhartt, they make some amazing products. And low-key, their marketing is great. I don't know if you've checked out their like social media or some of the marketing pieces that they do, but I don't know, whoever their creative director, marketing director, whatever, they have a great vision for their marketing, and I think, you know, it's really resonating with a lot of people. Huckberry's website will tell you everything you really need to know about this, which I'm sure you'll visit if you are actually going to purchase one of these jackets. I'm here more to tell you about how it holds up, especially over the last year. I will say one thing though about one of the features of this jacket that I absolutely love, and I wish more jacket companies would actually do. And they built in this like media pocket into their jacket, which fits a phone just perfectly. It fits in there just nice, and it's not even like super snug. There's like a little wiggle room. Probably if you have like one of these giant iPhone Plus ginormouses, yeah, it fits in there really nicely, and like it's out of your way, which is different than like those pockets that kind of reside up here, and I don't know, they're like kind of big and your phone kind of rattles around. Like, really, what are we using these pockets for anymore? Like, are people walking around with like maps that they gotta like pull out and reference? Like, no, like you're putting your phone in your jacket, let's be real. This jacket's really become my grab and go, throw over a t-shirt, and just kind of go about your day. And that's really how I tend to use this jacket. It is an everyday jacket that I wear pretty often. It does go with a lot of things, but most days I tend to just throw it over a t-shirt, wear some jeans, some basic sneakers, and call it a day. I just find it a little bit more interesting than just throwing on a hoodie. And this color really works well for my style and how I like to dress and what I have in my closet. I would say definitely take a look at what you have in your closet as a whole, and find the color that works well for your wardrobe. And I felt like this particular colorway was the most versatile for me, just based off the pieces of clothing I like to wear, my aesthetic, and personally my style. There's a little bit of like practicality to everything that I wear. Like I'm never gonna wear something that just isn't practical wear in my day-to-day life. And yeah, just something to keep in mind whenever you're purchasing clothes. Don't buy stuff that like just you never wear because it would never fit into your day-to-day life. Like, why would you do that? You're just wasting money at that point. You're literally investing in clothing that you're gonna put in your closet and it's gonna likely depreciate over time. So buy things that you would wear every day and that fit into your life. See, that pocket it's great. Like phone ring, it's here. You could feel the vibration on your stomach. Now, I've heard you could dress up this jacket. I would disagree with that. I suppose earlier on when you first get the jacket, there's a lot less patina built up and it does look like this clean wax canvas jacket. Yeah, maybe that one you could wear a little bit more dressed up. But I say like once you start developing and building up the patina on this jacket, it's definitely not as formal as, let's say, like a black leather jacket, which you can really dress up and dress down in a casual way. So it just doesn't have that level of like versatility to it in terms of like style and aesthetic. Size-wise, I went with a size small. Now, I'm about 5'9", 5'10", and 185 pounds. I sized to a small for this. In most jackets, I would say I get a medium. In trucker jackets specifically, for whatever reason, I love the way the smalls fit on me. So I tend to size down in trucker jackets. It's some tip that I got from, I believe, Ashley Weston on YouTube, who suggested to do this, and I actually prefer it on trucker jackets, so shout out to Ashley Weston. So I don't need to layer most of the times. Most days I'm just wearing a t-shirt and a jacket over. When it gets really, really cold, I'll throw a thermal under this and maybe like a thin layer of something else. But layering with this kind of gives you like that puffy look.
You hide my clothes, I'm wearing everything you own.
Just, yeah, with the small, wasn't really designed to like layer. So if you do live in like a colder climate, you may want to go with your normal size instead of sizing down, just so you could layer, and you know, warmth is important. You don't want to freeze.
Tonight's forecast, a freeze is coming.
So after having this for over a year now, I would say it has built up quite a nice patina. I'll put some B-roll over like my talking right now, just so you could see how it's patinaed over the years. I've used this thing, like I said, every day at work, on set, doing photo and video work for the last year. I've taken this thing to shooting ranges. I've taken it out and about, just having drinks with some friends, cleaned the yard with it, and you know, really lived in this jacket. And I would say it has definitely held up. There's no holes or anything like that, and it has definitely just held up well. I would say there are some like loose threads and things like that that I'll have to cut off every now and then, but nothing too bad. And the most beautiful part of this jacket, and why I think a lot of people buy it, is for the patina. Over the last year or so, the patina has really built up and changed the color of the jacket. And it has this like beautiful history to it that's like part of me now, which is like, I guess, the beautiful part about like heritage fashion and like heritage clothing, and it has that quote unquote sauce to it. If you haven't seen the sauce video, definitely go check that out. It has changed my whole mind about how to think about fashion and what you wear and style. Sauce, go check it out. Okay, so it's not the perfect jacket. It's a great jacket by all means, and probably the best everyday jacket I have in my closet. But I would say there are some negatives. One of the biggest, I think, for some people is there's no real easy way to wash this. Because it's wax canvas, you can't just like throw it into the washing machine to clean. That would absolutely ruin the jacket. Don't do that. They tell you to spot clean it, I believe. The instructions are on their website of how to like clean and care for this jacket. This material inside, don't throw up in this, I guess.
Peter, I need you to hold my ears.
Because you would just have to like wipe it off. Maybe you can go to a professional cleaner and they can figure a way around how to clean this and you know, with steam or something. But yeah, don't just protect the inside of the jacket. The outside you can kind of brush off and spot clean as you need to because of the nature of the material, which is great. But yeah, this inside part, there's no real way to clean. And I guess another negative on that same lines is like, at some point you will have to re-wax this jacket, so you'll have to figure out how to do that. There are videos on there on YouTube. But yeah, you have to take wax like and apply it to the actual jacket itself to like re-wax it, so you have some of those waterproof qualities again, because it will fade over time. Which in a way is like beautiful, because like the jacket really is part of you and you're taking care of the jacket, and you know, it just, I think the clothing itself starts to mean something a little bit more to you when you start caring for it in that way. Now, I don't know when Flint and Tinder came out with, it's called the James Wax Snap Jacket, which is very similar to this jacket here, other than it has, I believe, snap closures instead of these button closures, which could be a benefit to some people, depending, you know, if it's harder for you to, like, let's say, button this up if you're wearing gloves maybe. I'm having a hard time. Okay, there it goes. But that is a jacket that I do also want to try. It's the same material apparently and has a lot of the same benefits. I think for that one I would go like more true to size, and I would layer that one just because I feel like I would like the way that one layers better than this. So if you are looking for a wax canvas jacket but don't like the trucker for whatever reason, maybe check out the James jacket. Let me know how it is, because I have yet to wear it. I'll probably purchase one at some point for this channel and tell you all about it. I think for that one I may get like the darker, I believe it's called the coal colorway, just because I tend to wear a lot of black when I'm on set. So anyway, this has been my spiel about the Flint and Tinder wax trucker jacket. It's amazing. It patinas well. It's great. If you're out in the market for a trucker jacket that's not denim, I would really consider the wax truckers. It looks great in outfits. Go get it. It's awesome. Anyway, like and subscribe, and I'll try to get you more content like this in the future. Thanks. So I don't know if this is a hot take, but Filipino breakfast is the best kind of breakfast.